Hi there, hope you're doing good. So here I am with the demo. So this demo is related to the daily sales record sheet, which is being designed from the scratch to the dashboard and some protections for the other users to do it. So I'll go through complete details so that you can understand how I have designed it and how this is going to work if you are trying to make any changes in it. And yes, first of all, this all the data is dummy, so it's just test data. So, okay, I'll go through each sheet one by one and then protections. Okay, so you can see this is the input sheet where a date-based daily entries will be made. How it's going to be, you can see currently you can see some white cell, then some green cell, and then again white. So the green cells are basically automatic. These cells will get green automatically as per the date of the time. So for example, if today is 3rd January, all the entries with the January 3rd will get green. So obviously, when because once you will be using the sheet, you will be making the new entries. So you will be obviously always seeing the green cells as the latest date. So what I'll do, I'll delete. Okay, let me add some new entries so that you can see how we are going to add. So first of all, you need to enter the date. You don't need to enter the serial number. This will be automatic. So you have to double click on the date, and now you will see a date cell. If I'll click January 2nd, which is today's date, so you will see this is automatically got green. So you always know that, okay, you are working on the right cell, right? Now I'll enter the name of the seller, whoever the seller is, and then the shop. You might want to keep the shop, so we can copy these always down. And now the description of the item. So you might have some, currently I am using the 4 entries, 4 description, but you might have 20 or 30. So how it's going to work? So for example, if you will type S, all the entries which are having a letter S will get filtered out automatically, from which you can just hit enter and select it. Or if I'll press R, you will see there are two options, silver ring and repair pickup. So now you can select any of those. So this is easy picking, or you can always go open the drop down and select it from here as well. I'll enter cost. Let me try 500 and obviously cost, and I'll sell it in 700. And the mode of the payment is, let's say it's card. Sorry, let's take it as cash. You can see a plus sign in here, which will allow you to show the profit column automatically calculated. The reds are showing that the sell price is lower than the cost. So it's minus 276 loss, or negative profit, or you can call it loss. And once you have seen it, you can just click this dash line at any place in this line, and this will get hide automatically. So this is just for the person who are using it uh, as a viewer. So they won't be able to see the profit column. Only you can see it by clicking on this plus button. So once you have made the entry, for example, if you are going to make another entry, you don't need to enter the date again and again. You just click on this cell and press Control D, or you can always double click and select the date manually, as I just showed you earlier. So for example, let's say if the seller name is a bit different and the shop is also different. Um, Let me put a negative entry in here. So the 300 was the 400 was the cost, and the sell price was a little less than that. And this is the sale mode, the payment mode. So once you have made all the entries in it, this is done. You have nothing to do with it, and you just need to daily come in this sheet and simply enter the data just as I just showed you. Now I'll go to the second sheet, which is the daily total. So you will, whatever the entry you will make in here, for example, the January 1st, all of these entries for the cash only will be shown on the daily totals, and all of that as well. Okay, let's see the second sheet. So this second sheet is basically automated serial number, automated date from January 1st to December 31st, 2023. And each entry will take all the totals, and all of these cells are being automatically calculated, and you have nothing to do with it. The only cells the person you want to add it is this. So at the end of the day, for example, if it's 2nd January, for which we have all of these green entries in here. So this is cash and this is cash. So I'll select all of these. So for the January 2nd, the total is 6984, the sale price. So I'll come in here and you can see its sale for the January 2nd is 6984. And you can also see the today's date, if which is 2nd of January on my side. So yes, you can see 2nd January got highlighted orange automatically. So when you will be working with the January 3rd, the January 3rd row will get automatically orange, so that you can see, okay, on this row you have to enter the value. So it's 2nd January and this is highlighted. So let me try. I'll say, okay, I have 4 bills or 30 bills and I have 20 bills, maybe 1, 22, and maybe 4 for these. So you just need to enter the number of bills accordingly, like $100 bill, $50 bill, and $1 bill accordingly, and that's it. You just need to do, you don't need to do anything else. Now you can see, so this is the cash collected and this is the sale. So you are short of uh, sorry, okay, so you are short of 3260. So what I'll do, I'll make some changes in it. So I'll make 60 bills, maybe I'll make 20 bills of 50. Okay, so now this is showing that we are in a profit of $11,000. So this is just a dummy data. I'll reduce it again. So, oh, sorry, not 11,000, 3,000. So now you can see with the old values, we are short of my 3,260 bills. If I'll make it positive, you can see now it's 540. Or if the amount, the cash and the sale are equal, this will automatically turn 0. Okay, so this is the part where you want to match the daily total sales and the cash in hand. So this sale is basically only against the cash flow, not the total. Net total for the cash and all the other modes of payment, you can see that total in here. So the sale was today is sorry, the today's of January 2nd, the sale in cash was 6,984 and the cash in hand is 7,524. So you are 540 ahead, right? So this is just based on the random numbers of the bill. Obviously, once you will be having the exact amount, this will match. Okay, I have added the green or red cell. So if it is in loss, this will turn red. Let me do that right now. Okay, so now you can see if the bills are short for against the cash of the sale for that particular day, the cell will get red automatically. So what I'll do, I'll make 120 just a random number. Now you can see the cash for the January was 12,357 and the sale was 10,933. So you were ahead, $1,424 ahead. So that's right. But once it's lower than the sale price, this will turn red automatically. So what I'll do, I'll make some changes in here. And yes, okay. So yep. So this is the check for the daily basis. What you have to done, what you have to do daily after on the closing date. Let me put some random numbers or maybe the same numbers on here, and you can see it's showing the 5,000 ahead. This is way ahead. Let me reduce it. Okay, so now this is saying that the sales in cash was 1,100 and you have $2,000 in hand. Let me reduce it a bit more. Sorry. Okay, sounds better now. Okay, and this is giving you the real blue numbers are giving you the total sale for all the cash, PayPal, Cash App, or any of the other mode of payment is available. Whatever the entries are there, you can see this one has the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and the cash, and the total is 11,400, 11,041. Whereas the cash, the sale in cash was 6,984, and the uh, cash in hand according to these bills is 7,024. So you have to enter only yellow cells and you will get it. You'll be done with this sheet. You have nothing to do with it. So the summary is these are the cells where you have to enter the values and the date of that current day will get highlighted as orange automatically. Okay, so this is it. This is the all the input part, and this is complete now. I'll go to the next part, which is control tabs. So the control tab is basically all the inputs which I have entered randomly. You can see the market, shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, shop 4. There is no shop 1. So I'll go back in here and I'll select any of the drop down, sorry, the shop drop down, you will see there is no shop 1. But if I'll click on this pen, sorry, if I'll go to the controls and if I'll add a shop 1 in here, and I'll go back to the database where we are entering, you can see now we have shop 1 in here. So a good sorting data available in this sheet will help you to get the right format on the drop down as well. So I'll make it like this. So market 1, shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, and shop 4. And yes, it is now. Okay. Okay, so this controls tabs is basically all the drop downs. You can see the arrow in here. These are all the drop downs on the control tab according with the same heading: employee name, shop, item description, mode of payment, and those are all available in here. There is an extra column for the commission rate, which I'll discuss in the last. So if you will make any of the changes in here, this will get reflected on the drop downs, right? Okay. So you can add any entries, you can remove any entries. You have up to 30 entries available, 35 entries available for the item description for each and everyone. So this is completely dynamic, and if you will make any changes in here, will get reflected on the drop down on the daily sales sheet. Now I'll go back to the dashboard. Once you are done with all the data and you have now January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, all the data available with multiple modes and multiple shops and multiple seller names or employee names. Now we can deal. Now we can see something on the dashboard. So the dashboard is designed in a way that there are few parts in it. So the first part for this is monthly sales record. Monthly sales records. I'll go in detail, but I'll go first. I'll give you the overview, and then under the pink line or the purple line, uh, it's employee based sales record. I'll go through detailed in each detail, and then this comes the commissions commissions visuals, or you can see graphical plot for the month and all time. So I'll go through the chart each in detail so that you can understand what is actually it's showing. So I'll zoom it out a little. Okay, so here are the control, the drop down, which I have keep the setting same, like the heading. The grays are the manual inputs. Sorry, I think I should make those yellow. So the yellows are your manual inputs. So there are three controls. One is the monthly based, and the second is year, which you are not going to make changes, hopefully, because we have only 1 year data. Once we have second year or third year data, this will get updated for the years available on this daily record automatically. So currently we have January. I think I have January and February data as well. So we will be able to see the February and January, 2 months in here. Once we have a March data, let me show you something. If I'll select March 3rd, and if I'll enter some data in here, if I'll make some duplicates, copy some raw data, paste in here. So now we have, sorry, March 3rd, and if I'll duplicate this. So now I have a March data as well. If I'll go to the dashboard, you will see the March added automatically under the drop down so that you can select it. So if I'll select March, you will see this is showing the March data. Obviously, the main heading is it, and the subheading is monthly distribution per day. So this is basically every entry available on the March. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries in here for the month of March, which is March 3rd. Let me add another entry, maybe 4. Make some duplicates, and let me add another entry for March 5th. So now we have so many entries for the month of March. You will see on the dashboard, all the entries got plotted in here. And here you can see the whole trend. In the beginning of the March, the trend was this, and then it got dropped. And I'll explain the each line too, so that you can easily understand. And I have kept the theme of the chart same, so that you can always see, okay, the red line is profit. So the red line is profit on all the charts, so that you can easily understand, okay, this is how it's going. Okay, let me zoom in again so that you can see the chart in a bigger mode. Okay, so this is giving you the first thing is March. This is the data for the March, whatever the month you have selected in here. Then the monthly distribution per day. So this is basically per day data. And the total for that March is 9,507. And the total sale was 16,000 and the total profit was 7,044. And this was the distribution. And so the here you can see the item cost is in blue, which is blue bar in here. And let me change it to a bit lesser amount of entries so that we can understand better. Okay, perfect. So now this is more visual because there are less entries in it. So there could be maximum. Yep. Okay, so the blue is cost and the green is sales. Also, you will always have a good idea that, okay, the green line is always above the blue bar. So this means that the cost for this product was 722 and the sold sale price was way higher than this, right? Like for this is the cost price was 240 and the sale price was 2,300. So this is very, very good. But on this particular entry, you can see the sale, sorry, the cost price was 929 and the sale price was 653. So you can see the green line is the blue bar is going way above the green line at this point. So this entry is basically minus $276 negative, or you can say this is loss. And all the values which are above this gray line, which is $0, so above this line is a profit. So you can see the 550 profit, 1,000 profit, 2,000 profit, 2,000 profit, 1,900 profit, and 2,000 profit. So the red line is profit line. Blue line will always be, blue bars will always be on the lower side, and green line should always be on the higher side. Okay, so and the monthly total, you can see the monthly total in here, and this is showing that the sales comparison with the cost. So the sales done was for $15,719, whereas the total cost of the price was to 10,130. Right? And now this is showing the you have the profit of around 10,130 and the no. Okay, so the sorry, yeah. So the cost the cost was 10,130 and you have profit of 4,544. So this is giving you a complete overview of the sale price and the cost price, and then cost price against the profit. So this should always be green. If on the monthly basis, or maybe for example, if you'll say, okay, you have only one entry in the, let me add another entry for a quick view. I'll go in the April and let's say it's April 1st. Same entries, if I'll say, okay, so the price was 1,200 and the sold price was 500. Let's say 1,000. So this is negative. And I'll go to the dashboard. I'll see, okay, yeah, we have April now. Now you can see you have a cost, a sale of 1,000, whereas the cost is 1,000, whereas the sale was only $200 short from the cost, right? And here you can see you are negative 200, which is the loss, which is the not the profit, and it's going down. So the it was 1,400 total, but you are short of $200. So this is giving you a quick view. So this should always be green. Let me select February again. No, this is good. Okay, now let's go to the second chart, third chart. So this is the total for the particular day. So this is entry against February 2nd, then again February 2nd, then again February. So this is showing each entry available on that particular month. Whereas this is aggregating the whole day. Like if there are 4 entries or 6 entries on the February 2nd, this is the total against for all of those. And here you can see a good overview that the blue bar is cost and the sale price is red. So the blue bar should always be shorter than the red bar. So this will give you a good overview. But if the blue bar is going above the red bar, which should be in April case, here you can see this is negative. This is not good. So this is how you will get a good idea. And you can see a dot on plotted on the bottom. Let me make it another entry so that you can see the line instead of a dot. Okay, now you can see this is negative and this is positive. So the second April 2nd entries total was good, and it was the sale price was higher than the cost price. So this is good, but this is not good, right? I'll go back to the February again. Okay, so this was the all the entries. This was the total comparison, and this is the daily total. Now let's go to this second series of charts. So this is basically shop wise. This was all the entries, and this is shop wise. So this is basically aggregated for the shop. So for any date, uh, um, for the month of February, all the entries for the shop two total was 3,000. So far it's 3,833, and this is for each shop. So shop two, shop market one, shop two, whatever the shops are available. If I'll add any shop in the currently you can see there is not shop one. So what I'll do, I'll go to the February entries here, and I'll add shop one in here, and you will see shop one got added automatically in here. Here it is, and this is a negative entry. So on shop one, the total is negative for the month of February so far. Now this is the complete distribution, and here are the charts uh, for today's entries. Sorry, for the month of February, the chart you can see in here. So these are the totals in a chart, in a table sort of thing. So market one, shop two. This is the basically same thing. This is graphical plot, and this is number tabulated format. Here you can see the distribution of the shops, the sales. So what I'll do, this seems almost the same, like 20%, 26, 25, 28. So what I'll do, if I'll say okay, for the month of February, mostly entries were from shop 2. Now you will see a good representation on the dashboard for that thing. Now you can see the shop 2 has sold 6,095 profit. So this is not basically sale. This is showing the profit distribution of all the shops. So shop 4 has 20% for the month of February, obviously, and 19% on the market one. Where is the mostly the profit is coming from shop number 2. So this is how you can get a good idea. So which shop is producing better and which is good profitable shop. Now for this item description, so this is basically on item description. So whatever the item you are selling from all the shops for the month of February, doesn't matter from which shop is it. So this is being aggregated based on the item entries, sorry, item descriptions. So you can see for the fashion bracelet it's this much, and the highest profitable thing was silver ring. Here you can get a good idea. Okay, so this silver ring is the getting the highest profit rate. So the red line you can see the spike on the, and this is the getting the lowest profit margin, which you can always understand from the narrow difference between the green line and the red bar, blue bar, whereas this has the highest clearance between. So this is again the same tabulated format for that same chart, the item cost and the profit, item cost, sale and profit, and this is the distribution of the items. So these are the distribution. So you can see the maximum percentage of profit is coming from fashion bracelet, I guess, because the amount, though it's a narrow difference in here, but it's getting the I'll make sure that this is plotting the profit. I'll make sure it. So this is basically if it is, so you can see it's automatically generated. So this is basically showing the distribution of the profit. I'll make sure that this is plotting the profit. It seems no, it's plotting the cost. Let me fix it right now. Okay, now this is perfect. So now you can see this is being relating. The lowest is from the fashion bracelet. We can which we can also see from here. And the highest price is coming from silver ring, which is 50%. So the distribution of the profit on all the entries for the month of February, for based on the description, item description, is the silver ring. So here we can also see the maximum profit. This is the silver ring in here, 5,136 maximum rate. And yes, this is also showing. So the lowest part of the profit is coming from fashion bracelet, which is this one. Let me add the uh, data levels for the profit as well, so that you can see. So it's 274 is the profit. And yep. Okay, so I'll go to the next chart. Sorry, yes, I've done completed this one. So this is the next series of chart. So this is employee based. So for the month of February, employee name 3 has this distribution, the same sales, cost, and the red one is profit. So the employee name 5 has done a negative, uh, a loss sales or a negative transaction. So you can see the distribution, the total for the month of uh, February, whatever the month you have selected in here, for the each employee distribution. And here is the chart on this, and you can see the name 3 has the maximum sale price, which is 5,686 so far. And this is a good overview. And the same thing you can see on the bar line in here. This is showing the item cost is again green, sale is red, and the profit is golden. So here you can see this is showing the negative, which is under the zero line, which is going downward. So here you can get a good idea. Okay, the name 3, the whatever the name of the employee is, it's showing the good progress, and this is the distribution of the, and you can have a trend. You can see a trend as well. Okay, now let's go to the next chart. So this is basically employees based sales record. This is basically date based employees against dates. So why I'm saying employees against date, because this is where basically the third drop down comes in. So if you will select name 1 in here for the month of February, now you will see the for the month of February, February 3rd and February 4th has 2 entries in here. So these are all the entries, right? And but only for the name 1. So for example, it is Varun or Kashyap, whatever. So you can see the all the entries. Let me select January, which has more entries in it. Now you can see the name 1 employee has made 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions on the month of January, on January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then 2nd. So this is the whole distribution of it, and you can see the cost and sale distribution. So this is the item cost is again blue, sale price is red, and the profit is golden, which is matching the same format we are following. Let me select month of February so that you can see the different distribution and the March. Yes, on the March, the name 1 employee has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the at the on March 4, he has a good uh, he has produced a good profit, which is almost the same in here. So if I'll change the employee to maybe employee 3, so this is how you can see the month based selected employees performance in here. And these are the total for that, for the numbers. So these are each entry's distribution, and this is total for the month of March. Name 2 has total cost uh, 3,000 entered, and the sales entered from the name 2 on the month of March is 133, 1,333, and the profit is negative. So let me select a different employee in here for the month of March. Yeah, we don't have any employee 2 on the month of March, I guess. And yes, so here you can see again the for the month of February, the employee name 3 has these distributions. Okay, so this is basically our overview for that particular employee. Now this is all time. So whatever the entry, whatever which if there are 1,000 entries from the January to December 23, you will see all the entries in here. And I would suggest to stretch the chart so that you can see more entries, because there could be more than 200 or 500 entries. I don't know. So here you can see each entry in the chronological order. So this is January 1st to April 2nd, and here you can see the distribution. And if you will see a bit more zoomed out thing, you will have a good idea. Okay, in the first 2 months, January and February, the cost and sale price was was higher, but for the month of March mainly and April, the sale was on the lower side. So maybe he was selling some goods which were of low price and low cost and obviously low profit. And for the in the January, in the month of January, he has made some negative sales as well. So if I'll change this to maybe name one for the month of February, yes. So here you can see. So this is the distribution. So sometime it will giving you a good trend for the month, like how the employee is performing over the all the time he has entries on the uh, daily sales record. So this is a good way to understand. And now this is the last. So what I have done, this is for this to discuss this, I have to show you this control tab where I have added the commission. So this is saying that silver ring has a 1% commission, fashion bracelet has half percent, new lawyer has 3.6%, and repair pickup has 10% of the commission. So whatever the entries the employee will make, you will see this that the employee name one for the month of February, the highest commission got the name for the employee with the name 4 has got the highest commission for the month of February, and then the second is 151. So for example, if you are checking this on the month, on the last date of the month, so here you will get a good idea. Okay, so the monthly commission for the running month, like for February, the employee name 1, so name 1 has $151 to be paid. Name $3, the employee has to be paid 74, and name 2 and name 5, name 2 has done nothing, so he has got nothing, no commission at all so far, and the name 5 has $3. So if I'll change it to January, maybe you will see, but you will always see the highest getting highest getter on the left side, and then it will get lower, so that you can always see the first name will be getting the highest commission for that running month. So if I'll select February in here, you will see 281. If I'll select March, so basically it's not show zero, it means that name 5 employee has made no transaction for the month of March so far. And here you can see the name 3, this is the all-time profit he has got, and this is for the only month of the March. Here you can see this is for the only for the month of March, and this is for, oh, I need to change it, this is the all-time commission, so I'll make it all-time commission. Right. So this is how you can see. I think I have tried to complete as much as I can. I have tried to to make the calculation for the commission part as well. And now I'll go to the security part. Okay. So for the security, so what I've done, I have added my another account, which is here. And here you can see this is an account which do not have all the access, but you can see the logs in here. So it means that these sheets are being logged. So if I'll go to the daily sales sheet, I can use any of the cells because I have to make new entries in it. I can do that. I'll select, double click on it. I'll add a date. I'll enter the new entries in here, and that's it. So for the daily tools, if I'll try to change any of these cells, this will give me a pop-up. No, you cannot make any change. So I can only enter the new values in here. So if I'll make 5, this will allow me, and this will calculate okay. But if I'll try to make any changes in any of the other cells, this will not allow me. Here you can see the total cells because for the month, for the January 5th, we have added some sales, but we haven't added the bills for that date because this is just a random data, all the data available on the daily sales sheet. Okay. So you can see this is protected. Now I'll go back to the control sheet. Here I also cannot make any changes. If I'll try to type in something in here, I cannot make any changes. So only you or the owner of the sheet can make the changes. So as we discussed earlier that you are going to use this is also logged, and this is also logged. So you have nothing to do with this sheet. I'll hide this sheet. You have nothing to do. Not you even have to make any changes in it. If you need any changes, I'll do that. This is basically automatic calculation, and no one has to show this sheet, see this sheet, and make any changes in it. So this is how it is going to work. So how you can do, you can use and another account which is not associated with this sheet currently. So I've shared this sheet. I'll remove this sheet. Okay, so you just need to add another account in here without any privileges, so that the person who's using it are not able to make any changes. So that's it from my side. Please let me know if you need any further details, or if I haven't made anything clear. I'll be looking forward for your review, and if there are any modification, you are welcome. Take care. Thank you.